So you think he had an off year because of his health?
I mean, he did hurt his groin. I think he came back because they struggled, and maybe he came back a little too early.
I don't think the chemistry was there.
Yeah, I think, and like I said, I think we referenced it a little bit, just like you need a bunch of shooters around LeBron. No one on that team's really a shooter. They're a bunch of slashers and, just drivers. And so, I mean,
I think everybody kind of wanted Lonzo to be, but that's not it.
Yeah, Lonzo's not a shooter. I mean, that's the thing. So would you say, who would you take right now, LeBron or KD?
KD, yeah.
I mean, I would take KD too. I guess if we're building a franchise, just because he's younger, but not by a whole lot, really. It's crazy to think LeBron isn't as old as we think. I think of him like being close to 40. He's only like 33, 34.
LeBron is?
Yeah,
I thought he was like 36.
No, he's not that old. He's only like 4.5 years older than Steph Curry. Because he came out.
How old is KD?
29. Maybe I'll look. But he's
That's
not
wild to think he's in his 20s still. Well,
he's 20. I want to say KD's 29, but. Yeah, LeBron's like 4 or 5 years older than Steph Curry because he came out in high school, and then Steph Curry played 4 years in college. So that really, kind of maximizes that. Kevin Durant turned 30 this year. He'll be 31 this year in September.
Okay.
So he's 30. So, yeah. But, I mean, going back to KD, where do you think he'll end up? Like, if he does leave Golden State?
The Knicks.
I think it'll be the Knicks. You got a prediction for us, Bill? No?
I'm going with you.
I just don't think you'll see... I just think they'll, while KD may come back, I think the system is perfect for Steph and Clay. I mean, they're 27-1, 28-1 in their last so many games without KD when Steph plays. So they're obviously doing something right. Here's a fun trivia question for you. Who was the first person to hit 300 3-point shots in an NBA season?
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. But how many did he make? 402. So not only was he the first person to ever make 300, he hit 402. So yeah, Steph Curry revolutionized the game, and
in one season,
yeah, he hit 402 in like 2015, 2016. That's the most ever. Yeah, James Harden hit 378 this year though. So I mean, it's showing you how the game's changed.
Yeah,
and that system is built for Steph and Clay, and while Kevin Durant obviously works in that system because they're doing pretty well, and he's a good shooter. That system was designed for Steph Curry, not Kevin Durant. And so I do think KD may leave. I'm not sold to him leaving, but one guy that I have no idea where he'll go is Kawhi Leonard. He is a player option in Toronto. Toronto took a shot on him. I mean, they're hoping he stays. I mean, if they win an NBA championship,
like he is.
If they win an NBA championship, it'd be tough. If that bounce in the Game 7 against the Philly goes the other way, and then they go to overtime and Philly wins, and the Raptors are out in the second round, I'd look for Kawhi to be leaving them.
But who would he leave for?
The Clippers or the Lakers.
Why would you leave Toronto for the Clippers, though?
Close to home. He wants to be close to home. It's one of those things. He's from the California area. So he's bought a house in California recently this past year. So there's a lot of...
Oh, he's definitely leaving.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, he's bought a house. Like, I don't know where exactly, but it's in California. And so, I mean, it looks a lot like Kawhi wants to leave. Kawhi forced his way out of San Antonio because he wanted to be in L.A. He tried to force his trade to L.A. And
so LeBron and Kawhi Leonard.
I don't know if he'll play for the Lakers. He may play for the Clippers.
That would suck, man. Barely make the playoffs every year.
If they got Kawhi Leonard, they're not going to be the 8th seed.
You're right.
They're not going to be the 8th. Yeah. Which, I mean, the 6th in the West is a pretty good team this year. I mean, it was the Thunder. So... And the Thunder was a pretty solid team. They was a pretty solid team. We both had them making the Western Conference Finals. We thought they could make it.
We did.
We can't say they weren't that good of a team. We both thought they were doing decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we got... And then, moving on, while the lottery may be fine, we have some other free... I mean, DeMarcus Cousins. Where's DeMarcus Cousins going to go? Does he come back to Golden State on another one-year deal, or does he... I mean, there's a lot of talk that he can end up in L.A. with LeBron.
I don't see that happening.
I do think DeMarcus. I don't think Boogie will be back.
No, he's not coming back to Golden State, but I don't think he'll go to the Lakers.
I don't know where else he would go, though.
With him.
I don't know where he'll go. Interesting option, I think, for the Lakers would be Nikola Vucevic, the center from the Magic. If the Magic can't lock him down, an unrestricted free agent, and could very well fit in the LeBron system. Guy who doesn't necessarily need the ball, he can space it out a little bit, will rebound for LeBron. I mean, that's perfect. And then, of course, a couple other well, I guess two really, is we have Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris. I don't think both come back to Philly. I think you form a big three. One of them's going to leave, and I think Tobias Harris is the one that stays.
So you think Jimmy Butler's out?
Yeah, I actually have a feeling Jimmy Butler may end up in Sacramento.
Why Sacramento?
So there's like some ties to Sacramento. There's like a bunch of reports that saying he may end up in Sacramento. He's wanted to play in California, and Sacramento's got a good young team. He could be the lead guy there. That's the thing with Jimmy Butler is he seems like he wants to be the guy.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get that in the Lakers with LeBron. He may go there. He may go to the Clippers. But if they get Kawhi, then you're not the guy because it's Kawhi's team. And the talk is he could end up maybe in Sacramento and be the guy and build around De'Aaron Fox, Marvin Bagley, and then Jimmy Butler is, like I said, the number one guy in Sacramento, at least for a couple of years. And that'd be an interesting decision. And one more person I want to talk about just for personal reasons is D'Angelo Russell. Is he guard from the Nets? He may end up in Phoenix. I would like that. I mean, let's hope Phoenix gets D'Angelo Russell. If not, I hope they trade for Mike Conley. Maybe they sign Darren Collison or Patrick Beverley as like one of their main backup plans. They need a point guard that can pass the ball and play defense, and these guys would pretty much fit the bill.
So you think he's leaving Boston? Oh, wow.
Brooklyn?
The Knicks, yeah.
The
Wow.
Nets. The Nets, yeah. No, but a man can hope. I think he'll leave. I think he'll stay in Brooklyn. I don't think the Nets will allow him to leave. So, I mean, I could be wrong. But I do believe that the Brooklyn Nets will do everything in their power to keep D'Angelo Russell. They did sign Spencer Dinwiddie back, but on like a kind of a cheaper deal. So that would allow for them to give D'Angelo Russell a big deal. And then moving on, before we wrap up, let's talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs. We have the Warriors playing the Trailblazers, currently up 1-0, and then we have the Bucks and Raptors going on right now as we record. Do we have any predictions or anything we want to talk about from the playoffs or what we think will happen in the conference finals?
I have hopes, and I hope the Raptors and the Trailblazers end up going to the finals and they go back and forth with each other.
It would
That'd be lovely.
It'd be fun to see the Trailblazers in the finals, but I don't think it's going to happen. And, I mean, the one great thing here for the Trailblazers is the fact that Kevin Durant is out with a leg injury. No one knows when he'll come back and if he'll even be 100%. But if you're the Warriors and you keep winning, you sit Kevin Durant until he's healthy. You don't play him if he's not. So, I do think that'll be a fun series if Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum can shoot. I mean,
Yeah.
Damian's kind of struggled shooting. CJ McCollum carried them against the Nuggets. I mean, there was even that 4 overtime game against the Nuggets that Rodney Hood was the hero, but CJ McCollum kind of carried them, it felt like. So it'll be a fun series. I honestly don't think the Trailblazers have enough to keep up with the Warriors.
I think they've already played their best game.
Yeah, I do feel like they're really good, and I love Damian Lillard, and I feel like even though everyone would say he's a superstar, I feel like somehow he's still undervalued.
Yeah,
which is what's crazy. I feel like he's honestly he's a top 10 player.
Yeah, I believe it.
You wouldn't think that until you actually sit down and it's like, wow, Damian Lillard.
You gotta watch him play. And
Yeah.
then you're like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think that a guy can be a superstar and undervalued. It's almost not fair. So,
I think the Trailblazers could play great, and the Warriors could play good, and the Trailblazers could still win.
you mean the Warriors can still win?
No.
The Trailblazers can still win?
could win.
Okay. I mean, I do. I'm not saying the Trailblazers have no shot. I just feel like there's a lot.
It feels like they don't have a shot, though.
Yeah, I mean it's. And hey, sometimes that's what you need as a bad team. You're just like, hey, there's nothing. We have nothing to lose. Everyone's expecting us to get swept.
Right.
Let's go out there and play loose and just. Hey, if we lose, we lose. Who cares? We were supposed to.
Y'all think it'll go 7 games?
If I had to pick, I'd say 6 at most, probably 5.
If the Trailblazers are going to win it, it's going to go to 7.
Yeah, it would. If it goes, it's got to go 7 for the Trailblazers. I think the Warriors win at 5.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be honest. And then moving on, we have the Bucks and Raptors. I have the Raptors winning. As of right now, the Bucks are up 5 with 6 minutes left. So, I mean, pretty good game going on.
Who won the first game? Or
This is game 1. This is game 1.
This is
Yeah.
game 1. Okay. Haven't been updated.
Who do you think will win this, and why?
Toronto.
So you're changing your pick,
Yeah.
which is fine. Trust me, I've changed my picks back and forth. I almost wanted to say the Bucks before the series, and I think I'm gonna stick with the Raptors though. I like Kawhi too much.
That's what I'm.
I think Kawhi's been there and done that. The Bucks are
young,
and while I say this knowing that Kyle Lowry has struggled in the playoffs, he does have a lot. Some few games that we don't talk about because it's more fun to say Kyle Lowry chokes in the playoffs. Yeah. But I think if you were to take Kawhi off the Raptors and Giannis off the Bucks, who would win? I may give the slight edge to the Raptors because of how good Pascal Siakam has ended up being.
Yeah.
It would be a fun series without those two, but it's even more fun with those two. Here's the one thing that kind of sways me and why I think Kawhi may be the key to this series is that this season Kawhi has guarded Giannis on ball 31 times. So he's been guarding Giannis, and Giannis has only taken 3 shots because Giannis can't get a shot off against him. That's not counting tonight's game. I have no idea how many times he shot it. I haven't looked. But here's another thing with the Raptors, and this may actually change my opinion of the Raptors are better without Kawhi, and Giannis is better without Kawhi. Per 100 possessions, how many points better are the Raptors with Kawhi on the court? Per 100 possessions. This is an average. This isn't like anything special, but any guess?
I couldn't even give you a number.
Yeah,
27 points per 100 possessions. Better with Kawhi Leonard plays. It's a pretty big deal. He's insane. Best two-way player in the league.
Absolutely.
Going to shut you down. His hands are ginormous.
How do you find these stats?
I have a very boring life.
Well, y'all know now.
Yeah, I sit around until this podcast happens, and I just read stats because I have no friends.
That's beautiful, though.
Thank you.
You're a
We're
stat
not
guy.
friends.
I don't know, are we?
Dang, we just got downplayed.
I'm just,
did.
well, you were the one who called me Pluto.
But he's still in the solar system.
He's not a planet anymore.
He's not a planet, but he's in his own specification as dwarf planet.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. And that's still a backhanded comment.
There's only a few dwarf planets, but there's plenty of planets. Did you say there's only one dwarf planet? No, there's only a couple.
There's not just a couple.
All right,
Well,
so
there's
before we
one in
wrap
our
this
solar
up,
system.
I want to ask a question.
You are rare, son.
Who ends up having the best career? Zion, RJ, or John Morant?
You want to go first, Bill?
I'm going with Zion as long as he stays healthy. I mean, he's already a fan favorite, so...
Being a fan favorite has nothing to do with having the best career.
He's going to sell more jerseys. Let's go.
He's going to make the most money out of it.
I mean,
You're talking like Philadelphia Philly talk right there.
Steph Curry, don't get me wrong, all-time great player. But we do slightly overvalue him just due to how popular he is.
Fan favorite.
Yeah.
So, the fan favorite does play into like how we view people's careers and the fact that Damian Lillard's stuck in Portland where he doesn't give a ton of media attention, and he's much better than some people give him credit for. Damian Lillard's better than Kyrie Irving. So
I'm a Dame fan, and I only seen 2 Trailblazers games.
yeah, because they never play, and they're always good, and they don't play on national TV. If I had to pick, I'm gonna go shot. I'm gonna say RJ has a better career than Zion.
We've talked about this before, though.
Yeah,
I knew you would say that.
But here's the thing: we can't come back in a year after the rookie year and say, "Oh man, all these players, man, RJ had a better career." This is a 10 to 15 year guess.
Yeah.
And I'm projecting in 5 years if RJ develops a jump shot, and
Dang.
that he will have a better career than those two. I think Ja's going to be just fine. I like Ja a lot, and we joke about him on the podcast. I think he'll be a great player, but I don't think he'll necessarily be. I wouldn't necessarily write him down as a Hall of Fame player right now.
John Morant?
Yeah, I would write him down as like that second tier, maybe at best. If he's a Russell Westbrook, that's great. I don't think. But here's the. If Russell Westbrook is a Hall of Fame player, is it just because he had a bunch of triple doubles?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I think Russell Westbrook probably gets in the Hall of Fame at the end of his career if he keeps up what he's doing, but because of the counting stats. But if Ja has a similar career to Russell, that's a pretty good career. Not in the sense of him getting a bunch of triple doubles, just being an athletic point guard that also passes the ball. Because Ja could easily average 7-8 assists a game as a rookie year, and that's being lean because I don't know who's going to score for the Grizzlies next year. So,
I could see that if he was in Phoenix for sure.
And I guess that wraps up
No.
everything.
No, we're not ending on that.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No. That's a low blow. I feel like I could go take jump shots. I feel like I would get like 5 to 6 looks for the Phoenix Suns right now because I don't know who's playing point guard for them.
I just realized you're wearing a Phoenix Sun shirt.
Yeah, I wear it because when in 3 years when we're good, I want people to know that I've been on this team